Okay, next question. Yes, sir.
Mr.
Hi.
Trump, I'm from Arizona. We know what you're talking about. Thank you for the message.
Thank you.
I want to give my blessings to the Shaw family, and everybody give a blessing to the Shaw family. My question has to do is the problem that you've talked about. There's one even bigger that's going on in the Middle East now. No one's talking about it. The persecution of Christians, minorities, and also the homosexual population is being persecuted, and no one is doing to stop it. I have people that are in military retired that will go there and fight ISIS and do things. We need the money and we need the food to support them. We need the supplies. Can you do anything to help and bring that issue to the table?
Okay. I heard something the other day that's hard to believe. It's hard to believe, but I believe it. If you're from Syria and you're a Christian, you cannot come into this country. And they're the ones that are being just that. If you're Islamic and you come in, hard to believe, you can come in so easily. In fact, it's one of our main groups of people that are coming in. Now, not that we should discriminate against one or the other, but if you're Christian, you cannot get into the country. You cannot get into the country. I thought that was unbelievable. We have to do something about it. You know, a lot of people don't know I'm Protestant. Nobody believes it. I'm Presbyterian. Can you believe this? Presbyterian. We have to protect our people. They're being beheaded, and they can't come in. But other people that aren't being persecuted, certainly not to the extent, they can come in from the same country. Oh, I could talk about Syria all day long. Just Syria. You know, we have Assad who's supposed to be our enemy, and yet we're fighting ISIS. Well, if ISIS is fighting Assad, why aren't we letting them battle it out and we'll take over the leftovers? Why are we doing this? Why are we in Syria? You know, the war in Iraq in 2004, Reuters, July of 2004, I said, don't, and I believe strongly in a very powerful military. Because if you have a really powerful military, you'll never have to use it. Nobody's going to mess with it. Nobody's going to mess with it. But just if you look at what's happening with where we are in terms of all of the things that you just mentioned, why are we doing these things? When Reuters did the article, Trump was totally against going into Iraq. I said, you will decapitate one country. You know, for years, you had Iran and Iraq. They go wing, wing, wong, wong, boom. They go 10 feet here, 10 foot there. And then they'd rest for 5 years. Then they go back and they'd fight. They were the same. I said, if you do this, you're going to ruin the balance. You'll knock out the balance. And Iran will take over Iraq. And somebody even worse than Saddam Hussein will take over the leftovers, ISIS, which Obama always calls ISIL. Do you ever notice it? I mean, I understand the reason why, but why? Everybody says ISIS. He has to say ISIL. He is such a divisive person. Such a divisive person. But I said, don't do this. And people from the Bush administration came to see me because it got a lot of publicity. And they didn't want that publicity. They made a mistake. We spent $2 trillion, thousands of lives, wounded warriors all over the place who I love. These are great people. Not being properly taken care of, by the way. And we have nothing. And Iraq, and there is no Iraq, let's face it. Iraq is just a name. But Iraq is now meeting with Iran about a takeover. And ISIS is building hotels in Iraq. You believe it? They're building a hotel because they have so much money, because they've taken over so much oil. We're so stupid. We are led by stupid people. And I'm very proud of the fact that I was opposed, and I'm a very military-oriented person, believe me. But I'm very proud of the fact that article came up, somebody wrote a beautiful story about it. Because all these Republican guys, and Hillary voted for it, who would be one hell of a bad president. By the way, she was the worst Secretary of State in the history of the country. The worst. And now she's going to be president. And Bush is so bad. Can you imagine Bush negotiating with China? Who would you rather have? Trump negotiating with China or Bush negotiating with China? I tell you, I'll give you the answer to that one. That's amazing. So anyway, We have to have a very strong military. We have to protect our people. And we have to have it so we don't even use it, because I don't want to use it, but we have to have it. Because if we have it, it won't have to be